Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. Sending you tons of love wherever you are in the world today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing your energy and your vibes. Thank you for all of the likes, shares, comments, subscriptions. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. So, friends, today I want to talk about trying new things and finding confidence in that kind of void space of trying something new, because anytime we try something new, there's going to be an adjustment period. And if you're trying something new or thinking about trying something new, I'm here to encourage you to go do it. Go try it out. And in that vein, I'm trying something new today. We got the incense going. We got a new set. We're trying out some lighting and sound and everything. And let me tell you, when I was setting all this stuff up, it's taken me so long. And so many things have gone wrong with this whole new setup that I was getting frustrated. I tried all of this out yesterday and was just like, you know what? I need to just take a break. And the incense is getting intense. Look at this. Okay. I had to take a break and come at it again today and try again. And lo and behold, it's working. At least I hope it is. I hope the sound works this time. But this is the thing with trying something new. Anytime you try something new, you're going to go through an adjustment period. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to fail. Things aren't going to work. You're going to run into obstacles and roadblocks. But success comes in how you handle those roadblocks and in your attitude toward the roadblocks. Because honestly, anything that we do in life, we're going to run into roadblocks. We're going to have things that don't work. We're going to have things that fail. But if you can get up and try again and just keep being persistent, you will succeed. And it's almost like it doesn't even matter how skilled you are. It matters how persistent you are, how many times you get back up and try again. So, and I've mentioned this a few times on this channel, is that failure is not final, right? Failure is not final. Anytime that something fails, it's just feedback showing you what's not working and where you can improve. So if you're wanting to try something new today, I would advise you to just start small. You know, it can be really tempting to just want to overhaul your entire life in one day or try a whole bunch of new things all at once. But when we try to do that too much too fast, it can get really overwhelming and discouraging, because if you're trying to overhaul your entire life all at once or try too many new things or go too hard, too fast in this new thing, chances are a lot of things are going to fail. You're going to run into exponential amounts of roadblocks because you're trying too many things at once, or you're trying to go too far too quickly. And you can see this in, when people try a new workout routine. And I'm guilty of this too. I will go so hard, so fast, or I used to. Not so much anymore. I used to go so hard, so fast that I would injure myself. Or, a couple times I actually made myself puke. You think that motivated me to keep going? Absolutely not. So I've gotten to a point now where I just try little bits at a time, little adjustments, doing, 30 seconds more of whatever the workout is, 1 minute more on the elliptical, 1 minute more walking, 500 meters more of a hike, things like that. Little incremental adjustments can add up to big change and big success. So start small. Start with a small and manageable adjustment, and do that until it becomes a habit. You want to make sure that you set yourself up for success. And in order to do that, do make yourself manageable goalposts. And then you can celebrate yourself when you hit those milestones. And celebrating our mini victories makes the process more fun, but it also kind of tricks your mind into wanting to do more, because when you can tick that thing off the list and celebrate yourself, it's a little dopamine hit that you're giving yourself. It's encouraging. You know how it is when you're at a job and your manager or your boss encourages you, sees what you're doing, and gives you a little pat on the back, right? Something little like that can make a huge difference. So if you can do that for yourself, you're going to keep yourself motivated, you're going to keep yourself inspired, and you're going to set yourself up for success. And anytime you start something new, you've got to be ready to face the resistance that's going to come up in your mind, because our minds like consistency, and they like routine, and they like predictability. So when you start making changes in your life, your mind is going to freak out a little bit and bring some resistance. That could look like negative self-talk. A lot of the times that's what it is negative self-talk. You'll hear that voice in your mind that's like, oh, this is too hard, or I don't want to do this, or this isn't going to work out anyway, we're just going to fail, so why even try? All of those voices will come up. So be prepared for that. And if you do run into this negative chatter in your mind when you're trying something new, flip the script on that. Gently. Gently. Because that voice is trying to keep us safe. It's trying to keep us in the familiar, which feels safe to the mind. So whenever you have that voice come up, just be like, okay, I hear you. Thank you for your concern, but we're going to do this anyway. And when you couple that kind of a reframe with manageable, incremental changes, then it gives your nervous system and your whole body and mind time to adjust and time to see that, okay, this little change wasn't too scary. We can be okay with this. And then once you kind of find your balance with this new change, then you can add on another little incremental change. And then face the resistance, reframe it gently, check in with yourself, make sure that whatever you're doing, you're not actually hurting yourself, because you don't want to, gaslight yourself into doing something that is physically painful. And slowly but surely, you will adjust to the new changes. And incrementally, you will start to see shifts. But do it gently. We didn't get into any habits quickly, and it will take time to change them. When you're trying something new, you want to be your own cheerleader. You want to encourage yourself. And be gentle on yourself if things don't work quite the way you wanted them to, or if you didn't make massive progress in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. Amazing chiseled bodies aren't built in a day, right? Big personal brands aren't built in a day. Empires aren't built in a day. Anything substantial is not going to be built in a day. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort and persistence. It's going to take dedication and focus. And that's why I say to start small and keep yourself focused on that one change that you want to make, that one thing that you want to do, until you've mastered it. Keep yourself focused on that, because in this world of the internet, there are so many shiny things out there that can take you off your path, that can distract you from what you want to do. It seems like every other second I'm bombarded with ads about this get rich quick thing and this thing that you can do and this way that you can market yourself and this way that you can, make big bank overnight. These things don't happen overnight. It takes consistent effort. It takes work. Everything takes work. Even all of these things that are talking about passive income, you still have to work to build up the system. And you still have to work to sell the things. You still have to work to create the foundation that can eventually give you passive income. But it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen with 3 clicks of your little mouse. So, learning to cultivate patience when you're trying something new, and even when you're trying to build something, is paramount. Patience and focus are game changers. That's what will get you where you want to go. Patience and focus. Single-mindedness on what you want to achieve. And be specific about what you want to achieve. Write it down. Not just, I want to lose some weight. How much weight do you want to lose? Is it 20 pounds? Is it 50? Maybe it's not even about weight loss. Maybe you just want to be stronger. Maybe you want to be able to lift 50 pounds. Okay, you want to build your own business. Fantastic. What does that look like? What kind of a life do you want to live in conjunction with this business? Do you want a brick and mortar store? Do you want it to just be online? Do you want to be able to work remotely? Do you want to have staff? Craft your vision before starting something new. Give yourself a visual and an idea that you can focus on. And that will get you through the tough days. That will get you through the obstacles and the roadblocks. That will keep you focused on the end goal. And it might sound rudimentary, but having that focal point in this noisy world, keeping yourself focused and determined and persistent in that one direction is massive. And we also need to keep our expectations in check, because a video is not going to go viral overnight. It might, but it probably won't. And if you're starting a brand new page, if you're starting a brand new channel, it's going to take time to grow. It's going to take time to get your first 100 subscribers. It's going to take time to build an audience. It takes time to build a brand. It takes time to build a business. It takes time to build a body. It takes time to build a nonprofit. Whatever you want to do, know that it's going to take time. And there aren't any shortcuts. There are a lot of people out there on the internet who want to sell you shortcuts, but there are no shortcuts. You've got to build a solid foundation before you start putting up walls, right? Before you put on a roof. You wouldn't be trying to put up walls, to put up drywall without any internal framing, right? You wouldn't be trying to put on roof trusses before, the foundation's built. And just like the old cliche says, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You're going to learn so much during the process of building whatever you want to build, of creating whatever you want to create. You're going to learn so much. You're going to learn from your failures even more than you're going to learn from your successes. You're going to learn through the roadblocks. You're going to learn through the frustration. And every time you do, every time you overcome an obstacle, Every time you overcome a roadblock, you're going to build your confidence. You're going to build your knowledge. And you're going to build your leadership potential. So if you've been thinking about trying something new, I encourage you to do it. Get out there and do it. It's going to be great. But it's not always going to be easy. And if you can prepare yourself for that fact, prepare yourself for the mental resistance from yourself and from others, prepare yourself for the roadblocks and challenges, prepare yourself for every part of the journey, you'll set yourself up for success. And just know that incremental changes can add up to big, big progress. So start small. Surround yourself with supportive people. But most of all, be supportive of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day. Whatever you're wanting to create won't be built in a day. But that journey is going to be so fulfilling. It's going to be wonderful and hard and worth it. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave it there for you today. Go do it. Go do the thing. Go try it. Build your confidence. Build your knowledge base. You got this. You got this. Sending you all tons and tons of love. Like this video if you liked it. Share it with someone you love. And subscribe to the channel, to the page, to get more videos like this. I'll see you all in the next one.